What's up, everybody? We
How
are.
you doing? Hope you guys are having a great day.
Oh yeah, we are here today. It is the Late Bloomers present the three not so wise men talking wrestling. And right now it's technically 2.5 because my video isn't on. It's been a hectic day, cameras messing up and everything. So we gonna get this rolling without that. So before we start, how's everybody doing?
I mean, technically, I guess you're here in spirit. So
Yeah.
the spirit
is technically, yeah.
And in voice.
My bongos.
Oh, that's what's up.
The bongos.
Yeah. Gotta be weird and have a weird instrument.
Yeah.
I'm doing great. Life is okay. I'm emotionally a Cancer, so who knows how I'm feeling right now.
I know that's right.
I'm sane. I'm really just good. Ready to get talking about wrestling and getting
Wrestling
podcast just going and up and running. Just been thinking about different stuff to do.
Oh yeah.
My different ideas. The wrestling business needs me.
Yes, they do. I need you to be there because I want some more AEW tickets. I want to be backstage. I want to tell Lance Archer that he is the greatest new wrestler out right now. Huge fan of him, by the way. I know I'm asked. Chris, how are you doing today?
I'm good. Hanging out, you know what I'm saying? Dreading this dentist appointment on Thursday, but I'll be all right.
Yeah, it's all right. You got that Bullet Club shirt on.
Yeah, you see it.
Yeah.
Oh man, Adam Cole got this new Street Fighter AEW.
I saw it.
Shirt coming out. I'm like, oh my god, I wish I was gonna be there just to get that shirt. It looks so sick.
It is.
I'm rocking the Miz, I guess.
Yeah.
I should vote for him on Celebrity
Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, there we go. That boring show. But I also say don't vote for Miz because screw him. I want John Morrison to get his revenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So separate them too.
No.
All right.
Technically, John Morrison got drafted to Raw.
Yeah. Should we start there?
Let's go ahead and start there.
The draft.
Draft. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know who was staying where and who was moving where. So I said, you know what? 3 weeks from now, because that's when the new season starts, where everybody I am going to start on the ground level on everything. They should be starting up new storylines and everything. So I'm like, all right, I don't know who to really cheer for and root for other than New Day and all the other black wrestlers that are around there, like Hero. I don't even know who they are, but when I see him on Smackdown, I'm gonna be like, Hero is the shit. Fuck y'all if y'all think different.
What you think?
He said new storylines. I was like, slow down now. Draft was okay. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do with certain people. Curious to see what they do with, Sheamus, Drew McIntyre being on the same brand again. Edge and Rollins on Raw. That was the storyline on Friday.
Because he got his nose broken once again.
Yeah.
Again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Lord.
His match against Damian Priest, so he's out for a minute. Maybe.
Did not know that.
How do you feel, CT?
At first, so I didn't like the presentation just because I felt like on TV, they were just taking a lot of people, they were drafting people from the same show to the same show. And I'm like, I get it, but that turned me off. But when then I looked at the actual roster of people who got moved, I was like, okay, they actually did move a lot of people, but they did that like on WWE Digital, on their YouTube stuff. And I'm like, some of these names, you gotta kind of announce on Like draft them. Don't just be like,
Yeah.
oh, we're taking this person, this person, this person. Well, like, okay, so our current free agents are Brock Lesnar, The Undertaker, Shane McMahon, John Cena, Elias, Grand Metalik, my favorite luchador ever, Lince Dorado, Lince or Slapjack or Slapstick. I don't know which slap. I think, yeah, I don't remember what it is. I don't know why. Lacey,
I think it was Slapjack.
okay, Lacey Evans because she had just given birth or is about to give birth. And then Oscar and Bailey, which at first I was mad. I was like, yo, why didn't Oscar get picked? And then I was like, wait, where has Oscar been? But found out she got hurt. So to Oscar and Bailey, I wish them the best.
Bailey.
Okay. I do got a quick question about that.
Yeah.
All right, free agents. Do they get the free reign to move wherever they want to?
No, Brock Lesnar does. Everybody else, they're gonna.
All right, because that also
Lindsay, he is not Brock. I mean, Cena can do that.
Yeah.
And I feel like Shane and Taker, but everybody else, they're just trying to find places for them to go.
All right.
Right.
So I do got another question because I wanted to ask how often, because with the whole Brock Lesnar thing, you done had Roman Reigns threaten the life of Paul Heyman to get his family to Smackdown, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How often is that type of storyline played in the draft?
News to me.
Okay, so
that's only a Roman type thing because he has a quote unquote like agent in a way. You could call Paul Heyman more of like an agent.
Yeah.
So like how Rich Paul is to LeBron.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Paul Heyman would do that.
No, but see, that's the thing. I'm looking at this as a newcomer, and my thought is that I wanted to ask that question because I see an even bigger storyline possibly happening. Because again, having the free agent, this is not the first time that Paul Heyman would have been able to invest himself into the draft. I mean, so I'm thinking that the whole idea of the Usos being drafted, a lot of things being tampered with, I think that Brock Lesnar even going to as a free agent so he can do whatever he wants. I see a storyline playing out, and I have a fear. I won't say a fear. I think that they're going to try to do their type of forbidden door thing going on, because the whole idea of Paul Heyman being in that area where his life is threatened, because leaving for dead was a hell of a statement.
I mean, they've been doing that a lot lately.
Yeah, but I'm thinking that Vince is having his hand on a lot more, and I think that he is trying to touch on a lot of stuff. I think that when I say he has his hand on a lot more, I think that I'm going to say that I think that Triple H had his hand on a lot of things and Vince just been okay in a lot of stuff. But I think that Vince is now he's being more of, instead of just saying, oh, I don't like the script, let's just rewrite a new one. I'm thinking that he is like, all right, listen, this is what I'm seeing and this is where we need to get to. I want y'all to get here. It's just a thought. No, I mean, and I would get into all of it later, but even with Edge making his whole Easter egg of saying that he's going to call FTR to get Seth on SmackDown, like there's been a lot of.
I think that was just Edge being able to do that just because he has a little bit more free range when it comes to doing promos.
Okay, because there's this whole thing with Shane not being, I thought it was a meme saying that he was no longer with WWE, but they are saying that Shane, they're reporting that Shane is not on the wrestling roster technically anymore. So he technically has free reigns to go wherever he wants, even though he is actually on the corporate staff still.
I mean, yeah, that one is just kind of semantics. Because there was reports that he was leaving or he wasn't under contract, but then they quickly said, no, he is. But seeing that he's a free agent, they're out to be like, yeah, when he wants to come back, he can. And when he doesn't, it just is what it is.
All right. So right now, I'm calling my shot. There's something big that is going on, and it's going to include another promotion. I'm calling it off. I know that it may sound crazy, but fuck y'all.
Don't see them doing it, but I mean, I've been proven wrong thousands of times. So.
Yeah, because they even tried to do New Japan. Remember, they tried to get New Japan on there, and Tony Khan shoot it on WWE. And
it was more of them letting Bryan Danielson go. I don't think it was the rest of the company or specific like people. They weren't going to send your average mid-carder there. They're going to send the top people.
Okay. But okay. I'm seeing something. But all right. We're going to keep going on with this draft.
Let's see. The notable people who moved to Raw would be Street Profits, which did you hear that they tried to break them up?
I heard that.
Yeah.
WWE doing WWE things and unnecessarily doing stuff.
Okay. I think that was a work.
It's back when they tried to poison Montez Ford. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that's definitely I feel Alpha Academy moving to Raw and Gable Stevenson coming to Raw is a good thing because he can always join them. But what I've been told was Gable Stevenson has his college obligations and he's going back to college next year and he still has his wrestling obligations there. So what they plan on doing is training him to wrestle while he's still in school.
Yeah. Oh, wow. It's like setting up his own like personal training facility out there in wherever he is. Milwaukee.
Colorado.
Something like that. Yeah. Somewhere in the Mideast.
Changes was Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Edge, Seth Rollins, and KO. But I mean, and I remember you saying, oh, there's something about new storylines. I was like, is there new storylines? Because they still have Edge and Seth Rollins over there, yep. Bianca and Becky, which I mean, I understand, but they did actually, though, break up a tag team.
They broke up a couple tag teams.
Well, I mean, we're not talking about the women's division.
Oh, well, yeah. I'll talk about that.
Every women's tag team. So there's for Nikki Ash and
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, there we go. Which they should have just didn't have to break them up because I mean they both go on like both shows, so they could have Nikki Ash and them up and like, oh, after you lose the title, both of you guys are going your own ways. That's a good little story.
Yeah.
But they traded Shanky and Jinder to SmackDown.
Yep.
And Veer is the only one left. So I can see them because Veer, he looks like he's more wrestler ready than Shanky. I don't know why they just didn't bring the other person who was with Veer, but whatever.
I don't know.
The notable SmackDown pickups was Hit Row from NXT, Charlotte Flair, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, and the New Day. Oh, and Xia Li, Shayna Baszler. SmackDown has a good roster.
Oh, and they got my boy Ricochet.
Yes. And
yeah.
So wait a minute. They got Ricochet and Shinsuke?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Do you see it?
Yes, I see it.
Do you see it?
I see it. Wait. Where's what's his name? Boom. What is his name? RJ. What is his name? The guitarist.
Oh, Rick Boogs. He stayed with Nakamura.
Okay.
And they're
Thank
still
God. They're still on SmackDown. Yep.
they did break up Mace and Slapjack though.
Yeah.
So there is no more retribution.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they split up the New Day.
Again.
Again.
For whatever reason.
No reason at all.
And
Makes
then
no sense to me.
say like, oh, NXT was gonna be like a big part of it, but there's only, I mean, technically there's 8 people who got called up, but I mean 4 like groups. There's
Yeah.
IoT, Rich Holland, Rich Holland, I believe, had really annoying promo last week. I think that was him. That, yeah, and they're just gonna bring him up. They'll just put him with Jackson Ryder.
Oh Lord.
And then Austin Theory got caught up.
My boy Theory. Can't wait. See what he did to Jeff Hardy. I was like, they gave no Tyler Breeze gimmick, the selfies. I was like, this looks so familiar.
Oh, I thought he was just happy to be with him. I didn't even see what the hell Tyler did.
Yeah, he whooped his ass and then took another selfie while he was on his ground. While he was on the ground. That was funny. But
my girl Mia Yim, she got drafted to Raw.
Yeah.
Do something with Mia. Mia
yes,
is
please.
Awesome. Blazing. I don't know what else to say before
that. Yeah. That's one of your peoples, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need that because we want to come to Raw. we want to have some tickets and we want to cheer you on to do interviews and stuff that.
I don't even use my friends for that. I'll just go buy a ticket. But
I'm going to listen.
This
is how you going to become a manager. We're going to get you in and we're going to network you and you're going to be a manager for me.
I'm good at networking. I'm really good at talking to people. And
we're going to get free tickets out of that.
A lot of people within
the
business who know me, they all have hopefully good things to say. Because honestly, I just do what I'm told and I stay in my damn line, which other people should do that. But that's here nor there.
Yeah.
True that.
I agree.
Any other notable things from the draft?
Seth Rollins is an asshole.
This man can't be going up in people's houses and throwing apples all over the place, man.
That's I know, right?
Like, bro,
he didn't attack somebody like Triple H did.
That's true.
No. Triple H is a dick in the best way possible. In the best way possible, he is a dick.
Or, I mean, he also didn't do the Brian Pillman gift thing.
Okay, now let me ask you this question because y'all are probably deeper into that than me. Was that real or was that a work?
It was a work.
What?
No, because I keep hearing the fact that, Brian Pillman was really crazy and they thought that he was kind of serious about that shit. But it was a work.
Yeah, it was a work. Definitely a work. Him and Austin are like one of the best
friends. Yeah. Okay. I just had to double check.
War Brian Pillman gave to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I just had to make sure because young me, I thought Brian Pillman was crazy. And then you got a bunch of wrestling historians that be like, no, that was real. That was real. So I just had to
it's one of those things where
it's the legend of Brian
cut
Pillman.
Close to reality.
Okay. All right.
But all right, that was the 2021 draft. there's so many different ways that they could have, like, I really think the best draft that I saw was when they had everybody from SmackDown and Raw. They were all in their like red shirts and they're just all sitting in the same room. And then person got it and that person just walks out.
Yeah.
Or they make it look like a actual draft. They have people from they have people from Raw, people from SmackDown, people from the USA Network, people from Fox, and people from NXT. And you just show like clips of them in a meeting room, just
trying to talk. Yeah,
they have different people up on the boards, even if it's just making shit up. It's like, yo, all right, we're thinking about drafting this person.
Yeah,
they get drafted, and all of a sudden, like the people from USA Network, yeah, all right, dog, we got dog.
I actually remember that.
All right, Julie, let's go. We got Big A. Whoa.
I wish they could just make it make sense sometimes, though. Like the New Day should be the New Day. Like, all right. So, but no, we're gonna get into that. King, wait.
One more thing.
Yeah.
Why they keep disrespecting my boy Sami Zayn? How was he the last pick?
Man.
That's
like,
gonna. I feel like that's gonna enhance his character.
Yeah, he wrote on Twitter last. And I was like, "You're dang right. The disrespect, I don't believe it."
Sami Zayn needs to be heavyweight champion or have a title
some
match,
kind of reign.
Like so, he is well deserved for it.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you my love for Sami Zayn.
Otherwise, he out of here, and I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either. And he could literally go to Ring of Honor, and I will watch that every fucking week. Like
El Generico.
Like I'm trying to find, like, I'm getting on this indie circuit and all the other stuff that, you know, the kind of big names of Impact, Ring of Honor. There's another one, then the New Japan, and there's another one I can't remember. But I'm trying to follow all of that. Wherever Sami Zayn go, I'm following. Like if Sami Zayn decided to leave and Dolph Ziggler decided to leave, those Dolph Ziggler ain't going nowhere. I know he not, and I'm heartbroken about that. But he needs to.
Here to show the world. Here to show the world.
Okay, so what's next?
When does it take place again? But everything starts work, whatever. When's Crown Jewels?
I believe it is the 21st.
Okay. Goddamn.
Crown. Which I'm pretty sure is a Thursday.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I had something in mind, but I forgot. And it was whatever. I'll think of it later.
Yeah, it is
21st.
Yeah. On a Thursday.
So King. That's why I was thinking of it. The King and Queen of the King and Queen of the Ring tournament.
Okay.
They're back to King of the Ring.
Mm-hmm.
They are having their annual, or what is the word?
Inaugural.
There we go.
Yeah, I'll be on it.
Mm-hmm. One.
I think it's called Queen's Crown.
Yes. Let's put some respect on URL. It is not Queen of the Ring. It is the Queen Crown. What the hell is it called? Because it ain't Queen of the Ring. That's Smack. Yeah. That's Smack.
I like Queen of the Ring.
I know you do. And you gotta thank Babs Bunny for it, because
it rolls off the tongue.
Yeah,
it's Queen's Gambit or whatever the hell they're called.
Yeah, we're not calling it the Queen of the Ring because I got too much respect for Smack.
So, who do you think is going to win King? And I will say this now, and I feel like everybody's going to agree. If King Xavier Woods does not proclaim his crown, we
right.
And
goddamn right.
Down to the same.
Man, you heard him last night. Give him his crown. And I was like, yes. Right on Twitter. I was like, if Xavier Woods don't win this tournament, it's a bust. I don't care.
Yep.
I feel like there should not be any champions in this.
Nope.
I feel like if you won the King of the Ring, you shouldn't be in it.
Yep.
And
I feel for that.
If you've ever been a world champion, you shouldn't be in it.
Yeah, no, I agree. Even though I like Baron Corbin. Like
I say that even though I'm like, yo, AJ being the King of the Ring would be hilarious.
Yeah.
But I always felt like the King of the Ring should be like the IC title. Like,
yeah.
That person who you don't necessarily want to give him the IC title just yet.
You want to start
has had it and you don't want to give it back to him. But that's that stepping stone. I'm like, all right, we have faith in you. And they don't always have to do the stupid king gimmick. Like, that's played out. Like, yo, they can just be the King of the Ring. Like, Austin wasn't wearing a crown.
Yeah.
Right.
And Bret Hart, when he wasn't. When Owen Hart's like, yo, it's just an award.
Like, no, they should be like the King of the Ring should be the next person that they want to try to push to the moon. Like, everybody that should win the King of the Ring, it shouldn't be like, all right, now that I'm King of the Ring, this is all that I have. Because every time they do the whole King thing, it's like, okay, y'all feel like y'all not gonna get anything else. And
I just feel like every time they have the King of the Ring now, it's just, oh, okay, this person's getting sacked with the King gimmick, and it's just going to get played out. Because honestly, Booker T was the best person to like.
Yep, I was just about to say, like the last good one that actually went somewhere with it was King Booker.
Yeah, King Booker was amazing. I mean, but that's the thing. When Stone Cold won the King of the Ring, it was like these people, when Bret, they were being pushed. Like, this is going to be your next big person. King of the Ring should be a milestone, not a pit stop. Like, it shouldn't be this is, I don't know when I'm gonna have some shine on me again, so I'm going to do this King gimmick because everybody else does it. I want somebody to be king and then to be like, hey, listen, I'm King of the Ring. This means that I get to do whatever the fuck I want. And that'd be it. Like, you know, they want to interrupt matches and all this other stuff. Like, if they make it a heel, let it be a heel because, hey, I'm King of the Ring and I won the championship and I'm going to make it hard for the fucking champ to actually get some peace until you give me my shot because I am the king. Like, yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Even if you don't win, you know.
Yeah, you don't always have to have the king win. Guess what? Kings lose every day. But it's like, make it make sense.
Yeah.
You don't put this stupid gimmick on them. But also, again, when it comes to the women's side, oh my God, please, dear Lord, dear every deity that is out there living, Goku, Arceus, Beerus,
Lord Beerus.
I already know where this is going.
Don't let
Charlotte Flair. Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
God, yo,
she already said she a queen. She don't need the title too, man.
Yeah, it's like, don't get me wrong. Charlotte Flair is Charlotte Flair. Like, her, Becky, Bayley, and Sasha have already submitted themselves as quote unquote Hall of Flamers to the WWE.
Right.
Being said, again, with needing to bring more people up, everybody who needs to be in the King of the Ring should be mid-carders.
Yeah. Then like up and comers, y'all just got hit row from NXT. Why don't she even be like I don't know the female's name, the lady's name in that, but why don't she be part of the tournament?
No, I feel like she is, because the women's division just doesn't have that many people. That's probably why they broke up every tag team. It's like, no, we don't have anybody for the women's division tournament.
Yeah, maybe.
But also, here's going back real quick to the draft. Tell me why they didn't draft anybody to the from NXT UK.
You said what?
They didn't draft anybody from NXT UK.
It was a rumor that they're gonna try to get Walter on Raw.
Walter, that's how you say his name.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm being jumped by kids.
You better correct yourself. It's like,
Walter. The hell out of you.
Yeah, my chest. I seen it. I hear it.
I feel like that's one of the reasons why he hasn't come to the main roster. It's like nobody trying to take those chops.
I'm about to say everybody too soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, like there's a lot of good workers, but they ain't want to take those chops.
Look, it's one person I want to see take a chop from Walter is it's the Miz.
Like, yo, I definitely, even me, I'm like, yo, that chop, that's finish. That's finish. You chop me, I'm not getting back up for you to chop me. I used to do that all the time. Like when like people do the chops in the corner or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I was never the type of person to just stand there and take it. They chop. Oh, that hurt. I'm going down to the ground. My thought process was, they're not going to hit me again if I'm down. Not going to keep hitting me.
And that goes into a question that I've been meaning to ask. What is the thing that you just hate taking? What that is it. Like, wow.
Like, they don't always hit you right here. They sometimes get your nipple. They sometimes get your neck. The nipple really hurts. And it's just, and then if you get enough of them, like your skin is all red and blistered, I'm like, I don't want to have to take a shower. And it just
hurt.
Hurt. I love taking my hot showers. I don't need my shower to hurt. It already hurts because my girlfriend likes the water Satan balls hot.
Right.
Man, that's another podcast.
Yeah. All right. So
what
is the one bump that you actually love taking?
I don't know. I was just always into my if you're gonna hit me, I'm gonna make this motherfucker look good. If you do clotheslines, even though they hurt a lot. Because I would always make it look 10 times better. I would spin out of it. Sometimes by force.
Okay.
There was one time where I didn't want to spin out of it and the guy hit me and I did a backflip. And I was like, what the hell just happened?
So he made you take that.
Made you do a backflip.
Yeah. All right, but clotheslines is the bump that you like to take. That is awesome.
Or, I mean, I can take a really good spear. My thing is, I'm trying to win the match, but I'm still trying to make sure that my opponent looks good as well.
Right.
And that's making sure that even when I don't want to take this move, that as soon as he slams me, taking it flush and taking it right sometimes looks the best. And because I see people take weird bumps, I'm like, oh my God, your knees, your legs. But yeah. Or going somewhere where I'm just high up in the air. And it's like, oh, this is what a bird feels like. Gravity. This is what gravity is. I'm the man that gravity definitely didn't forget.
That's it.
Oh man,
that's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. See, I've been afraid to take some real bumps, but clothesline shit, I don't like people hitting me. so trying to take a clothesline, I'll probably get back up. Hey, that was too rough.
I was never in a ladder match, and I'm happy because I would be afraid to take that bump.
Them bumps be crazy.
And then it's scary to take the bumps from the top rope, as superplex or just doing a dive, and say the person isn't going to be there and you're going to miss. But after you take it, especially the superplex, after you practice it after a while, you're just like, oh, okay, it's normal. Just it's taking a superplex is just a little bit higher than taking a vertical suplex from like a really tall guy.
Okay.
So okay, just brace yourself and remember your training to go flat back and attack the mat.
Okay. And with that, I know that we giving away a little bit of the wrestling secrets for the people that
trade secrets.
Right.
And not trade secrets where it's well known. Like, people like to say that wrestling is fake, and I constantly tell them like wrestling is not fake.
It's telegraphed.
It's an art craft. I feel, and I know people will kill me, that professional wrestling is more of a mixed martial arts than MMA fighting. And I only say that because it's a true mixture of boxing. You have people who do boxing, people who do kickboxing, people who do wrestling, and they all mix in between with professional wrestling. We might not try to like kill each other, but we are still doing moves. I can guarantee I can make somebody tap out with just a headlock. I guarantee somebody I can make somebody tap out with an arm wringer or putting them in a hammerlock. Like all of these moves that we do are derived from
actual combat.
Actual combat. So people are, oh, that's fake. No.
There's the real way to do it, and then there's the safe way to go about it.
Yes, at the end of the day, we aren't trying to murder each other. Well, I mean, Goldberg's trying to murder Bobby.
Yeah, I mean, he said it himself.
Multiple times.
I mean, technically they're in Saudi Arabia, so maybe that was just a shot because Saudi Arabia likes to kill people.
Yeah, we're gonna edit that out. But yeah, that because it's like what I keep hearing is that, you know, first thing that I heard when people talk about wrestling is that, you want to say it's fake, you can't fake gravity. Like that is the one thing that, and shit hurts. And the people, it's built like a trampoline. Like you don't see all that wood that is up under there. Like, there's a lot of stuff. But
my ass.
But the best thing that I heard about wrestling is that it is not fake. It is telegraphed. These moves are real, but we're doing this as professionals to keep people safe. If I'm doing if I'm doing a superplex, I'm holding this person's head to actually keep him safe. He got to make sure that his bump is right and it's a flat back and all that, so he doesn't hurt himself. And then you get all this stuff about, Mankind wanted to make sure. Mick Foley, I want to make sure I give him the proper respect, that he wanted to make sure that moves were so close to real that it would be hard to escape. So he put himself through actual pain in order to please all of these people. So, people talking about it's fake, it's bullshit. So y'all just don't watch it. All right, we got it. Cool.
You ain't gonna catch me in a sharpshooter.
Right.
One of the worst submissions to ever be put in is the figure 4 leg lock.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say.
Way.
Because it's
ain't gonna be me.
There ain't no real way to like really fake that. Like you putting legs between legs and it hurts.
Look, body ain't supposed to be like that.
Even your shin hurts, like because
The actual funny thing is when you reverse it, like when you turn over.
Back.
And we're back. So what I was going to say before I was really interrupted. Basically, the figure 4 lock hurts whether you put it on, you're the one putting it on, or you're the one taking it. But when you turn it over, you both feel the pain. It sucks. That being said, squash that. Let's go to the probably next up and coming NXT event, even though we don't really talk much about NXT on here. I know they're going to probably have War Games come back up because that's usually the tradition to have between like Survivor Series weekend. Again, stating this, NXT UK versus NXT 2.0 War Games. I'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
They should. They should. I doubt that they do it, but they should.
And I doubt they do it.
Yeah.
Now,
Wait.
with that said, Oh, go ahead, Chris.
No, I'm saying if they really wanted to get people more like interested in NXT UK, I think that would be a really good idea. Just to like, you know, let people figure out, what's going on in the UK. Because I know a couple people over here, like, like Wolfgang and my boy Tyler Bate. Oh, okay, I still remember that match, Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. Oh, that tournament.
Well, I mean, I guess they do have Imperium now here in the States.
Right.
Have Pete Dunne, but they really don't use Imperium like that.
Yeah, they used to have what's it, the Grizzled Young Veterans. Those guys cool too. They on tonight's NXT show. I'm going to check it out later.
It's going to be I want to say 8-man tag with.
It's a fatal 4-way.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like
MSK all day. I know a lot of people are probably going to be like, he constantly says people are such nice people, but honestly, they are.
Look, he can't be lying about everybody.
Yeah. Trust me, there's a few people who are complete dicks, and for those people, they just will not be mentioned. That's how we get
exactly.
But Des, how I know him from MSK, I met him while working in I think Impacts. Me and him, we talked for a little bit. We both have the same type of upbringing. Not really upbringing, but we were both in United States military, in the Air Force, actually. He was security forces, I was security forces. We missed each other by like a year or so, but he was stationed with one of my guys up there. And from what my guy told me, he was like, he was always a hard worker, always said he was going to make it to the WWE, and I'm glad that he made it. And he is the NXT Tag Team Champion.
That is what's up. That is what's up.
Yeah.
I know they have
the boys.
What is the Steiner's name? Brock Breaker.
Yeah, Brock Breaker. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He is going to be going up against Tommaso, so I feel like they're going to be giving him the championship. So.
Yep.
I mean, if
they want to usher in a new NXT, I guess that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
My boy Ciampa. He could be all right.
Going to the Survivor Series, and this is something that I wanted to bring up. And again, once Survivor Series comes, they need to make this Survivor Series thing not bragging rights. Like, I get it. But they can, they got to make the Survivor Series match mean something.
Right.
I don't think it really ever meant too much back in the day, but I have a few things that can make Survivor Series better. One, make the actual 10-man tag, elimination tag, have there be stipulation to it. If the winning team wins, then Raw, their prospective brand, gets the last spot in the Royal Rumble. If the other team loses, then their respectable team gets the first spot.
Number one, yeah.
Royal Rumble. Or they could take it as the people, how they always do, like title versus title on that show. Fine, keep it that way. But you could also do it where the winning team, like if Raw wins more matches, then they do the same thing with the Royal Rumble, or vice versa. They also could do with the elimination tag. If, say you have someone who wants to tackle the World Heavyweight Champion or the Universal Championship, have him in a match for Raw, and then have the same person who's trying to go for the other title from SmackDown. They are the captains of the team.
Yeah.
They go find two people who are looking to get on the tag team titles. They grab them. They grab two people who are looking for the Intercontinental United States Championship. Grab them. And then you somehow pick the fifth person.
You get the wild horse, the one that you don't know if he got real beef with you.
Bam, here we go.
Yeah.
Last person on the team, they're the person that gets the Royal Rumble spot.
Oh shit! That would be good. So now
So
there's an incentive for him to not fuck up.
yeah,
Hey.
Yeah.
if you win, bro, you get the 30th spot. If you lose, you get the
Lose,
first.
get number one. Yeah.
All right.
That way, Survivor Series can get more eyes because from what I'm told and what I've been hearing from like woke culture
Mm-hmm.
and definitely watch woke culture wrespling wherever you get your podcast from. Shout out to them because I just love
Definitely.
them. Spaz, I smoked way too much. Where was I going with this?
Oh, you was about to say that they're not selling as many tickets as
Yes.
yeah.
I guess they're running and they're not. I think they're running the same place that AEW is running or somewhere in that vein. And they haven't sold as many tickets as AEW has. And that's just because they haven't made most of the matches make sense, I guess, in a way, or mean anything. And that way, long story booking, you can make the Survivor Series match so much better that way. Like 10 times better. People will actually watch like, oh, we got to see. Will this person be able to win his title shot? Because that's the other thing. The winning team, like the one who is going for the main championship, you could either give him the championship match at the Royal Rumble, or you could give it to him like, nah, I feel like you should give it to him at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be the best. Everything is headed towards the Royal Rumble, which then the Royal Rumble heads towards Mania. Then that third. And this is why they need me in wrestling.
Yeah. No, that Survivor Series is. I haven't been excited about a Survivor Series in years. Like,
well, like I was telling Chris, the last good Survivor Series I would say would be the one where Sting came back to the WWE. And that was like in 2015. That would have to be the best one.
Yeah.
I mean, there was one that I was kind of the NXT.
I enjoyed the NXT one. Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool. But that's as soon as I got back into wrestling. I was like, oh, yeah, WWE got a good storyline. And then everything after that was just,
Also,
tragic.
I feel like they shouldn't have the draft until after Survivor Series.
Yeah.
That would be my thought too. I mean,
because now people only repping their brand. They only been on for like 3 weeks.
Yeah. It's like, yo, I'm repping y'all.
Like I just got here.
Well, wait. Maybe that can be a whole new thing, like with adding that incentive. Like, what if the fifth person was a former Raw and he like, he ain't even really want to be here. So even that incentive would be like, all right, you could be the last person there at the Royal Rumble, but you still thinking, or how they'll have the New Day be one of the New Day. We can make it be Kofi. I don't want y'all to be going against my boy Big E on the opposite brand. But if you win, you could be the last person in the Royal Rumble. So now he has to live with a choice that could, send his best friend fighting a match where he doesn't need to be, or, get that last person that's the number one on. Like, that could be a nice little storyline too. But yeah, I'm all for the Survivor Series coming before the draft. Not unless they do it that creative, just,
because they're like technically with the title versus title, there's only 4 matches. So women's match, tag team, secondary, main. I mean, I don't know who you would put the women's tag team titles against. They can fight. They can fight. This is 24 hours.
NXT got the women's tag champions too.
Yeah.
I don't know if they want to do that, but probably not.
I would see doing that maybe. I don't know. Because then they could also do going back to War Games. Since usually they do I think they do it more 4-on-4. So that would actually work where the NXT champion, the NXT Tag Team Champions, and the North American Champion face the UK World Champion, their Tag Team Champions, and I don't know if they have a secondary.
I don't think they do.
I want them to go ahead. Yes, go back to NXT UK. I know we're going everywhere, people. Give NXT UK the European Championship. Look, bring that back. The European Championship was always one of my favorite titles. I don't know why, but it's just European. Well, that's my WWE. You got anything else?
No, for the WWE.
I'm kind of exhausted from Survivor Series thing.
Yeah. All right, but let's take it to the next big brand, AEW.
All right. We have a few big things going on. Dynamite and Rampage are obviously just great shows with having Kenny Omega, or not Kenny Omega, Daniel Bryanson versus Nick Jackson.
Yep.
Adam
match.
Cole versus
Good match.
Jungle Boy.
Jungle Boy. Oh my God.
Good
That match
match.
was so good.
Yeah, it was.
So good.
The way that they brought it all together at the end of like Rampage, where they had Adam Cole tapping out while
Kenny Omega. Yeah.
Man, I thought Omega was going to leave him. I was like, oh no, they're not doing this, are they? There ain't no way. He just got here.
Right now.
Man.
I think there was a good amount of matches on the show.
Oh yeah. Let me do a round of applause real quick. I want to do my round of applause for the Spanish guy.
Yeah, my boy.
Winning
Sammy.
the title. And for righteous reasons. He was looking out for Fuego del Sol. I wanted to, man.
Right, about to get a new car, man. I can't wait.
About to get a new car. And they cheered him.
Want to be like that guy.
Look at you.
Oh God.
Well, I can't see you looking at me because
yeah, ghostly spirit over here.
Yeah.
Look at you. Yeah.
But technically, he landed on his nuts. So that was a blow. Spanish God should have been disqualified for hitting him in the nuts. But besides that,
it was accidental. And plus, he's
that's why he went. That's just like, oh, he's hurt.
Yeah, that had to hurt. Yeah.
And besides, it's not MJF, so the rest wasn't gonna come out and say nothing.
No, there's nobody who probably deserves it better.
Yeah.
Sammy Guevara. But also, that being said, what's going on with the Inner Circle and the Pinnacle? Like,
they just doing their own thing.
They have a soft breakup that no one told anybody about.
I think that the fact that they have been so big in the storylines over the last couple of months, for the last year. I mean, think about where the Pinnacle started at. Think about the Inner Circle and MJF connection and how that all played out for over a year. I think that the exhaustion of them, I think that they was like, all right, let's give this a little small break. We don't have to make everything Inner Circle and Pinnacle right now. I mean, you got them all doing separate things because they are their separate brands. They are their separate entities. But I think that looking at it in that way, I think it's kind of like the Undertaker taking a couple of months off, and you're not going to hear Inner Circle, Pinnacle. You're going to hear Santana and Ortiz. You're going to hear Sammy Guevara. You're going to hear FCR.
Chris Jericho, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to hear all of them. And I think that you're going to hear a lot less Chris Jericho. Like, even like he did this whole thing with Scorpio Sky and the America's Top Team.
No, I feel like he's going to be back. They're doing something. They don't bring all those people and do nothing.
No, they don't. But I think that he was the launching pad for them to actually go and do something. Like he's gonna be here, but I don't think that he's gonna be like how the whole MJF Chris Jericho thing was. I think that he's just going to be the launching pad for something else. And even if it is just the inner circle, the second generation, the Santana Ortiz, the Jack Hager, and Sammy Guevara to actually do something. Like I honestly thought that Chris Jericho was going to lose and be out for a couple of months because of how everything is going. And even looking at him now, it's like, okay, we're not getting a lot from him because he was even supposed to be he's supposed to be color commentary on Rampage, and he wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that, you know, he'll make his way there to make himself serviceable. But I think that exhaustion for Pinnacle and Inner Circle is a big thing. And I think that them individually, tag team, Sammy winning the championship, I think that all of that is going to be like individual accomplishments and not an Inner Circle accomplishment or Pinnacle accomplishment, because, you know, they're building their star power and they deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Speaking of Jericho, I think he getting ready for this Jericho cruise.
Yeah.
On the 21st. So maybe
I mean,
they
like how AEW cycles through people. So it gives people time to take a break.
Yeah.
Or if they want to go work indie shows, they can work indie shows. There's a lot of them, like even Uno's worked a lot of like indie matches.
Yeah.
Angel.
I mean,
Chris,
they got the manpower, so
I wouldn't put it past them to actually do the Jericho Cruise again, because that event, how they had it as, what was it, the first year that it came out, they had the Jericho Cruise and they had it on Dynamite, and it was a whole, man, I would love to see that again, because that was like awesome. It was an intimate crowd. It wasn't like this big, but it was an event. So I wouldn't put it past them doing it again.
It's happening. It's happening. They already announced they got tickets for it and everything.
No, I'm talking about for the AEW Dynamite.
Yeah.
Being part of it.
I mean, but
I still feel like that'd be a little like, no, that wouldn't be difficult, really. All you have to do is make sure there's not a pay-per-view running, and then you could run. Yeah, you can run both shows.
Oh yeah, no, they did.
Yeah, it's definitely.
And they did it before, so they'll do it again.
Gotta find the carnival. Like, babe, we're going on a little vacation. We're going on a cruise, and we're also going to be seeing wrestling. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't tell you that part. But yeah,
I get punched. And I'm like, yeah, well, we're still here, so have fun.
I'm saying you're already here. Might as well enjoy.
I do want to, before we address the elephant in the room, I do want to give another shout out to my man. A round of applause for MJF. He is miles above. He's miles above a lot of these new wrestlers as far as promoing. Because
one better.
Like, even the whole Darby thing, I was like, he is carrying that situation. Oh, and he is definitely going to make Darby lose his shit. I think that this being a whole psychological thing right before Christmas, I'm going to break you. I mean, not Christmas, but Halloween, I'm going to break you. You don't think I could break you? Okay, we're done here. I think that this is going to lead to a great Vanguard type match that they probably even record. Like,
that promo got me
excited.
Man, that I was cringing. I was like, but in a good way, you know. I was like, he just said that. It ain't no way.
Says or not MVP, MJF. He goes there. Well, he did the same thing with Brian Pillman.
Yep.
Then all they can really do is like, oh, I mean, they still have that they can bring back around actually.
Yeah.
But I think that they got something big going on for MJF and Darby. Because he already established them as being one of the four pillars. Like, him adding all this value to these guys, to Darby, to Jungle Boy, to who was the other one?
Sammy.
Sammy, him adding the 4 pillars, saying that these are the 4 pillars. I was like, dang, he just added value to each and every one of them, saying that these are the guys that's going to be holding up for the next couple of years, is going to be holding this thing down. So I was like, only a person that is great on the mic can do that, to be a heel and still get people that you're not even about to beef with over is fucking amazing. And Darby coming in, I was like, okay, he needs a little more mic work. So I see that happening.
Well, not everybody has to necessarily be a talker.
Not everybody has to be a talker, but I think that Darby wants to, which is why he got on the mic.
Like, and I feel like
because he could be like Sting and not say a goddamn thing. He could literally do that and it could pass. But I think that Darby was like, and out of kayfabe, I think Darby came to MJF and said, hey, look, this can really work. And I do need to work on my mic skills. Come on, let's do this. And I think MJF was like, all right, but you know I'm going to go there, right?
The battle rap right here, but I don't rap.
Right. I just say that you wish that you were the one that died instead of your uncle. Like, that boy is mean.
Man.
I
jumped out of my seat. I was like, you can't be saying that, bro.
You can't.
Can't do that.
Your boy Sammy real quick.
Mm-hmm.
He does have his first title defense, I believe, this week on Dynamite.
Yes.
And it's against Bobby Fish.
My boy Bobby Fish.
I don't know if you know this. He used to be in a group. They were like undisputedly great for a certain type of era.
Mm-hmm.
And
they was all right.
In this group, I don't know, like he was a tag team champion multiple times. And he was in the group with a guy, I don't know, like Adam Cole.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And
wait, you did know that?
No, I didn't. I said, I wasn't around.
He sounded surprised. I was like, I thought he was just joking. Like, the Undisputed Era NXT.
Yeah, he was in there with Adam Cole in the Undisputed Era.
Mm-hmm.
With Kyle O'Reilly and
Roderick Strong.
I mean, at least those two were able to make it out.
Oh, they coming. They gonna be there too.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about an undisputed reunion. Give it to me.
Yeah, they probably will be. All right, but now let's address the elephant in the room.
The Casino Royale.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
No, we can talk about the EVP and then the casino.
All right, so.
Because you really want to talk about that more.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like huge on this whole EVP thing, and I swear to you that I am genuine when I ask this question. But to let everybody know, Tony Khan has taken power.
Right now, my dog's barking.
Yeah, I know, right? Tony Khan has taken power away from the EVPs of AEW, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, and Cody Rhodes. They are now EVP in name only. The thing is, and this has probably been a couple of months that it's been running where Tony had full control, and you can see there's been a change in how the hiring process is and everything that Tony's been doing. Like he's in control of creative and hiring. But out of everybody, it seems like this affects Cody Rhodes the most, because even though all of them lost the EVP power, Kenny is still in charge of the gaming development and everything that is going on with that. And one of the Young Bucks is still helping out with merchandising. I can't remember what the other Young Buck is doing, but the only person that seemed like they're out of the elite, honestly, is Cody Rhodes. And my first question when I heard this was, is this a work? with everything that has been going on with Cody Rhodes, with Malachi Black, with him, Arn Anderson saying that he'll put a Glock to a person's face, and and Cody would never. Like, I think,
talk about that.
It just seems like thing after thing is happening, and there's a domino effect of things happening to Cody Rhodes that that is pushing that limit of him saying that he will never go heel, because that was a statement that he made, but it seemed like he's losing his power and all of that. And so my first question is that a work?
It could be a work. It could be his way of turning himself into the true American Nightmare. If you think about it that way. I feel that them not really taking away the control, but it would work for them because, yeah, Kenny still has the video game thing, the video game production, but again, Kenny loves video game, so it makes sense to keep him on there to make sure that his video game is on point and isn't glitchy like the other WWE game that everybody hated.
Yeah.
With the Young Bucks thing with merch, I agree with that because the Young Bucks would sell merch up the motherfucker when they were on the indies. Like they would just come, they wouldn't even come with their gear. They would come with like 2 or 3 suitcases just full of shirts and other type of merchandise, and people were just buying them up like left and right, where to the point where they would come home just from the hotel and they would just stack all their bread just on the bed and just like, yeah, we made this all from merch. We didn't even take that much from the show because we're actually going to be making their merch.
Okay. So what you're saying is that it could be a work, but them still having their hands on stuff makes sense because this is what they literally do.
Yes. And then also with Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes has his own TV show.
Couple of them.
Yeah.
He's on what other show?
He's on the Big Show, like the Go Big Show or whatever it's called, and then he got his reality show.
Yep. So with all that, you
don't have the time.
Yeah, you want to make sure that if he doesn't have the time, if you can't put 100% in to it,
you don't need to be doing it.
Yeah.
See,
so it works. So it's like Tony's probably like, all right, you're not here as much. Let me find somebody who is. Like you still have like your ownership power. He's still an owner.
Oh yeah,
creator or whatever.
See,
so he does that bad.
But see, I've been since it first started, since like AEW first started, and I started watching Dynamite. I've been conspiracy theorists. Like Chris will tell you, I've been conspiracy theorists about the whole elite and the fact that Cody will be separating himself from it, and they are the actual heel. Like I've been in all of that, right? My whole thought of this is that I've been noticing little small things that been going on with Cody for a minute, right? And one of the things that I noticed is that his real life has been kind of like influencing stuff that has been going on, where it's like before this whole coronavirus thing, they had Brandy actually taking a step back from being on the show and all of this. And my first thought was like, oh, are they gonna do like a whole little marriage issue type thing? Because she stopped being around him, hanging around him. There was stuff it was little things like nuanced stuff that's been going on with Cody, where Act 1 has passed and now he lost the championship. He lost his ability
to go to ever win a world championship.
Right. So I saw that happen, and then all of a sudden Brandy is trying to do this whole Nightmare Factory thing, and then all of a sudden she's going to take a step away. She's not going to be working with Cody, right? She's going to be in the background and he's going to be in the front ground. And then she had her little kind of small attitude when she had to be a ring announcer. Like it was a whole bunch of stuff that was going on right before right around the time of the coronavirus that made me like, oh snap, this is what's going on. And I had a feeling that something is going to be like in what looks like the real world that is going to intertwine with kayfabe. And when I saw this, my conspiracy theory mind was like, this is it. This is it. This is it. Right. And even that with I even got to the point where even Shane O'Mac was like, oh, this is really happening. I wonder if this is going to be a whole nother free agency type, him jumping in and like, oh man, I went into it. But yeah, I wanted to get y'all opinion to see if I was actually going crazy, which it sounds like I am. But I wanted to know, did y'all think that it was a work? Like, do y'all think this is act 2 of the hero's journey where everything that could go wrong is going wrong?
I mean,
So,
yeah. Tonight.
Yeah.
Do y'all even care?
I see. No, I see where you're coming from. It's just
as well. Sorry, I'm trying to find something as well. That's why I'm.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I just think I think they all just trying to do their own separate things. Right. Like maybe not just because I know they wanted like Tony to like be like the end all be all creative decisions and whatnot, stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. I mean,
sure,
it is what it is.
They even said that what did they say? Oh, now the fans are booing because Cody is going Hollywood. Like that is the new thing. Like that's like, no, we booing because we actually like Malachi Black and you part-time right now. Like, but for them to put out a news article about that being, I'm like, man, are they trying to get this over as him being tested into going into the darkness, or is it the hero's journey where everything could go wrong, is going wrong, and he's about to make his rise like a phoenix? But yeah, we can get off that and we can go to the ladder match, the Battle Royale.
Yeah, I'm trying to find who is in it.
It's interesting because it's Pac and Andrade. It's Moxley and Lance Archer, and then it's Matt and Orange Cassidy, and then it's the Joker. And you notice how I paired everybody, right? Because everybody got a storyline with each other right now.
Yep. Except for the Joker.
Whoever it is.
Who's the Joker?
Oh, cowboy shit.
And it's no. What's his name? Buddy Murphy.
Yeah, I heard that story. That he put up the Joker on his Twitter and then deleted it and
Buddy
everything.
Matthews, that's his name.
Yeah. I hope not. I actually do kind of hope that it is cowboy shit. It is Hangman. Even though when I first saw Hangman, I hated him too.
He's on the leave. Let him hang out with his kid.
It's been about 6 weeks. It's been about 6 weeks. I've been timing it. I've been waiting for this. All right, I've been waiting for this battle to happen. I'm waiting for him to get his end, and that will actually be a great way for him to get his end because he's been out of it, so he hasn't been performing. So these people that's been racking up wins have been doing their thing. So if he can actually sneak in and grab that would be amazing. So
you know how pissed Omega would be? Oh my gosh, it'd be so good.
Oh, it would be amazing.
It would be so good. But me and CT was talking before. It was like it might be a way for them to get Bryan Danielson and Omega at full gear. So maybe he'll be a Joker.
Oh, I do not want that. I do not want that. I want this thing to just be put on.
I want Hangman too.
Like you already know how I feel about these guys coming in and getting title shots, and I understand the business of it. But like right now, y'all are actually killing it. People are enjoying the Adam Cole and the Bryan Danielson and the CM Punk. But let's be honest, people are staying on this show because y'all are putting out a good product. Like y'all get CM Punk in the beginning doing commentary. Y'all getting CM Punk to say, man, this was a great match. This was going on in the wrestling world. Like, you getting him to do that. You're not even getting him to perform, really. Like,
Right.
And it's like everybody is seeing this MJF. Everybody's seeing this the Jungle Boy, and all of this is going on. Like, Adam Cole is doing a real great job of, I'm just coming in to fuck shit up. Like,
right.
he's coming in, it's like, I'm getting wins under my belt. I don't care about championship right now. I'm proving to y'all that I'm the best in this game.
That the feds was wrong about me.
Yeah. So he's going in and he's just getting matches.
Well, but I mean, that's your number.
CM Punk is going in and he's just getting matches. He got a storyline with Taz's right now that's going on. Like, and so if they put I like the whole Bryan Danielson going in and he's just beefing with the Elites. He's not even going for a championship, and he doesn't have to go against Kenny. He can just, hey, I'm doing this right now. So hey, you can bring all your boys. All right, we already got a draw.
That's why they're doing an 8-man tag on, I believe, Dynamite.
I believe so.
Daniel Bryan, Christian and Lucha Express versus the Super Elite. I'm going to give these dogs so much love if they do not stop barking.
So I'm loving how this story's going. If he builds up, he just keeps getting in matches where, Bryan Danielson wins, but he doesn't pin Kenny. Like, those little things, it's like that story I can watch all the way up until it's worthy of a championship match. I don't want to see you get a cheap end. I would like to see Hangman Adam Page get a cheap end, because he's been, his birth of his child stopped everything that was going on, because he was supposed to be getting the match. Like, but I'm really excited about all of that. Like, I can't wait for fucking Dynamite. Oh,
yes, the story is there. Just tell it.
They just announced on October 26th, they're bringing Halloween Havoc back.
Yeah, I saw that on NXT Halloween Havoc.
I feel like they're doing. I love Halloween Havoc. This is my favorite pay-per-view of all time. But I feel like they're going to be doing a lot of that, like how Dynamite does the First Dance, Grand Slam, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be Watson, Ron, Stryker, Ron, Reed, Ron. I'm not
that's Steiner kid over there.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Ron, here we go. That's what I was trying to get this one out. Braun Breaker versus Tommaso Ciampa for the NXT Championship on that episode.
There we go.
Besides for Halloween Havoc, let's go stay more into the mystic realm. Supposedly, the artist formerly known as The Fiend, formerly known as Bray Wyatt, formerly known as Husky Harris, but is well known within his family as Wyatt Rotunda, or I think that was right.
Windham.
There we go. Windham. He's going to be going to Impact Wrestling.
I'm excited about that.
100% believe he should go there, just because they dive more into the weird sports. They dive more into the entertaining part.
Yeah, they go deep into kayfabe.
Yeah. So I feel like him working with Crazy Steve, Rosemary, my girl Sue, I feel like that's going to work tremendously. And I feel like that'll be just a great pickup for Impact Wrestling.
Yeah.
Which Impact Wrestling has definitely, within the last 2 years, has really like improved on what they were. Because when I was working there were still issues with like payment to the workers. There wasn't that much communication between people. Matches weren't as well received, but they definitely have like steadily improved. Some people, it might not be their wrestling cake, but how they manage like the dark arts of it all. But I highly enjoy like what Impact has been doing lately. and I wish I could watch it more. Hell, I wish I could watch all this wrestling more, but I don't got cable. Streaming services all day.
Yeah.
And that's getting too expensive now. But that's for another type of podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do y'all feel about Mr. Rotunda?
I think that is an amazing pickup. Like we had a conversation about that a couple episodes ago, where it was really where he should go, and you was explaining to me about the whole kayfabe and how they are deeper into that, and I've seen it. Like Abaddon, she should be doing some stuff over there because they would receive her a lot better over there, even if she stays as a AEW roster. I think that I think that a lot of the kayfabe stuff that's been going on is would be perfect on Impact. Like I'm trying to get into Impact right now. There's a couple of things that I've been seeing and I'm like, okay, I don't know what the hell is going on, but I'm gonna figure this out. But yeah, Windham going there would be phenomenal. Like I would definitely follow.
All right, I'm gonna be the black sheep here, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna rather see him in AEW, only because I'm not sure if he still wants to, like do like the kind of,
There's so many WWE coming to AEW. I don't need any more WWE people going to
look, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Look, all I'm saying is, what if you don't want to do like your whole magic stuff no more? What if you want to be like more like a Malachi Black? You know what I'm saying? Like this mystery, like dark figure in the background. Come out, get wins, and just leave.
I see. I still feel like that'd be better on Impact because right now they have Malachi Black, so you don't gimmicking fringe on your own company unless they want to tag team. But I want them just to bring him back as the original Bray Wyatt, not the Fiends.
Oh yeah, no, I think that he should come back as Bray Wyatt, and I think that he should have some magical powers. Let him have some creative to where if he doesn't want to do it, cool. If you want to keep it like his Cape Fear, all right, cool. You can do that. But if he wants to be like, man, I want to see where I can take all of this, I think that it'd be it would kind of be like Broken Matt Hardy in TNA. Like I can see him literally like having that type of super resurgence. Like because everybody is upset about how the Fiend was played, but him coming in and he's having that type of creative control where he can do whatever. He would be a superstar that transcends different promotions.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just one of those people that want to see him take over the Dark Order or something like that.
I don't want to take over the Dark Order, and even other people have said like, Brody's thing, like let that Brody's thing be Brody's thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even the Dark Order, the way they are now, is completely different from what Brody Lee originally had it. And I appreciate it. I appreciate that, they keep his name alive, but I appreciate that, they didn't have somebody come in and be the new number one. Like, even if, like, I think that was amazing. I think that the way they played into the whole Adam Page thing and it felt like a family. Like when Brody Lee was running it, it was Brody Lee's thing. And then they was like, no, we want to make sure like this is a family. They even play that out to where there's the fighting, and for Brody Lee Day, they done made it to where no, we family, we fixing this, we doing this. And so we're gonna honor Brody. So yeah, I wouldn't want to see Windham do that. I would want to see Windham. I would want to see Windham come in on Impact because I need a reason to connect, and I've been connecting with Bray for a minute. I even went back to some of the old stuff once I started to try to catch up. So I would want him to be on Impact selfishly because I want to invest in Impact in the way that I invested with Chris Jericho and AEW. Like,
Yeah.
So
Fair enough.
Sounds good, man. That's how exactly I feel as well. And then with the Forbidden Door being open as well, you still have the opportunity to bring like the Dark Order and the Dark Order versus Crazy Steve and them.
Ooh.
I forget what the group's called though.
It's called Decay. Decay, yeah.
So the Dark Order versus like Decay.
Money.
That is money.
Okay, I do want to give a shout out. One more. To the
Oh, I got a
butcher.
shout out too.
To the butcher, a round of applause. That man came out on what was that Friday show? Rampage, and a fucking Mickey Mouse t-shirt, looking like he would kill anybody that even acted like they noticed the Mickey Mouse t-shirt. And I appreciate that because him and the Blade coming in the all white stuff, that was cool and everything. But to see that change, to see how money, thanks to Matt Hardy, how money can change him, that Mickey Mouse thing, I was like, oh, look at my boy, the butcher. Freaking amazing. But yeah, I just want to do that. Who you shouting out, Chris?
Oh, I just want to say happy birthday to my sister Ashley.
Hey, Ash.
Hey.
Ashley.
She had on this podcast, but yeah. I
Yeah,
texted her at midnight. She's like, "What?" I was like, "It's your birthday, fool."
Yeah, I gotta actually talk to her because
why isn't she subscribed to our podcast? You know, everyone should like, comment, subscribe to our podcast. We have it on everywhere you can get your podcast. We should have said this in the beginning of the show. We have our YouTube channel up as well.
Yes.
Come on. Why haven't you guys subscribed? Are you not entertained?
Oh, hey, round of applause for us. Last week episode was our highest listening show. Yeah, like starting out no small feat. We got into the double digits, y'all. We got 12 people that actually listen to us, man, and actually stay and just was like they was serious about listening. So
I'm talking about.
Yeah, so that is an actual feat. With what? This is our 5 episodes in, and we already got more than a lot of listeners who's been doing this for months. So shout out to us.
Yes.
Yes. Grind.
And remind me, Chris, to get in touch with Ashley because I do want to talk to her about some business. I'll just leave it at that.
All right.
Anything else to talk about?
Is there anything else?
I still have my indie wrestlers and
I was trying to see if there was something else besides that, but no. There's nothing else other than Chris Jericho is amazing. And I know that I reference him a lot, but that's because he's one of the best wrestlers ever. But I just had to say that.
Yeah, you say it every episode. We get it.
Not to say anything to downplay that because that's true.
True. Facts.
So this week I have 2 of my friends wrestling for the FIP Heritage Championship match. They are members of OAO. I forget what they told me to submit. I'll ask them later. But Troy Holiday puts his FIP Heritage Championship on the line against Hunter Law. This takes place at 10575 49th Street North in Clearwater, Florida, this Sunday. Doors open at 6 o'clock. I will tell you, like, they've both been busting their ass for the last 6 years that I've known them. Troy has really put forth a lot of effort to showcase what he has, while Hunter is one of those, he's more of a technical wrestler, so he's definitely putting in work. He's from Louisiana. Definitely, if you're in a Clearwater area, Go look that show up. Again, FIP Fallout. It starts at 6 and it's in Clearwater, Florida. That being said, I also am doing our, hold on, let me make sure I have the word correctly. Because we can always edit this up. I should have had this up beforehand. Don't worry, my dog's barking. They're getting on my nerves. Boo, 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 boo. What are we calling it? The indie worker of the week?
It was an indie wrestler of the week.
Okay, there we go. Our indie wrestler of the week goes to a young woman who, let me tell you about her accomplishments. One, she's absolutely gorgeous. She is the nicest, most humblest person in the world I've ever met. I call her my little Costa Rican swan because she is from Costa Rica. She loves to dance, but she knows multiple languages. She currently knows sign language, and on occasion she'll do sign language for different events, music events, church events, etc. She has her own YouTube channel where you can see her actually sign different songs. But let me pull up her information. Her name is Sophia Castillo. She's been wrestling for 4 years. She is just her real self in the ring, very confident, very stubborn, but very honest and an ordinary human. One of her quotes says, Jackie Chan once said in his biography that he liked playing ordinary humans that get put into tricky situations, but he wanted to be relatable to the audience, not a superhero, just a man. And that's what she bases herself off of, her everyday life. Her favorite wrestler is Rey Mysterio and Becky Lynch. You can find her at CCW, Revolt, and Combat Wrestling. Her signature moves are the ripcord spinning heel kick, the Winchester bullet, the pump handle knee, the scorpion kick, the Puerta de las Domas. I'm sorry, I don't know Spanish, so it's probably wrong. She is the former Go Wrestle Women's Champion, LCC Women's Champion, and a two-time WXW Women's Champion. You can find her on social media. Her YouTube is Sophia Castillo. You can find her on Facebook as well, same name. Her Instagram is Sophia_Ramirez Castillo 39. And for all booking, you can find her at Sophia Ramirez Castillo 9828 at gmail.com. Again, we will be putting all of her information and all of the information for FIP Fallout in the descriptions. Go ahead, check them out. Definitely let them know that you love indie wrestling and you are supporting them as well. You don't support indie wrestling. This is what we're about, and we're going to keep pushing that.
Yep, you goddamn right. Yep. Yeah, shout out to, actually, I also want to give a shout out to, let me get this app together, because this is not an endorsement, but the IWTV.live app. It does independent wrestling television. So I know that some people are actually trying to, get their promotion started off. So there's a lot of independent circuits that's going on the IWTV. And I learned that from a couple of people that actually follow us on Instagram. They're called the Dirty Hills. So I want to shout them out because the Dirty Hills. Yeah, they based off in New York. They got their own podcast and everything that's going on too. And it would be very hypocritical of us to, be like, oh, we support independent wrestling and the culture and not support the people that are supporting the culture. So I definitely want to give a shout out to the Dirty Hills. They got they have a YouTube channel. They have Instagram. That's how they actually found me. They actually had an event. Where are they? Sorry, I'm trying to find the name of the event. The Dirty Hill podcast had Hidden the Streets Battle Club Pro. They just posted that one day ago. They already doing good with 190 views, and it was an event that was going on where there was wrestling, and it was like, oh man, to see that crowd and to see people who are starting out and is doing this for the love was amazing. So I definitely want to give a shout out to the Dirty Hills podcast. So y'all like their stuff, subscribe to, and let's keep this independent wrestling thing going. Because without the independent wrestlers, they ain't no main event.
There's no WWE wrestlers. There's no AEW. There's definitely no AEW wrestlers.
Yeah.
Like, you need the indies and
support the indies
in every situation, whether it's music, video games, movies, etc. Like, support all your indie support group.
All right. So now, with that being said, let's talk about where everybody can be reached.
Well, first of all, you can find me at king_x_negus on Twitter and Instagram. Go ahead, follow me. I like to talk to everybody. Just hit me up. If you have any questions about wrestling, definitely message me. I'm pretty open about any and all things. If you would like to bless me with a little donation for the I'm Broke, I Need to Eat Foundation, it is $CT Bernard on Cash App. And don't forget to go ahead and go on Twitter and Instagram while you're liking and subscribing to my stuff. Subscribe to the Three Not So Wise Man Talk Wrestling. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, and guess what? We're on YouTube. So if you haven't liked and followed us, why aren't you? Because I'm constantly going to just be asking questions like, who do you think should be brought up, or who do you think Big E should face in a 5 counts to a fall match? If you're former NXT people, you will understand what that means. That's me.
Exactly. All right, and you can reach me, Chris, at what is it? Chaos_Prince 245. That's on Twitter. Cash at me, the I Need a Camera fund. $Mr. Chaos 92. And you can talk to me on Twitter, wrestling, video games, anime. You know the deal. Maybe you got that final Smash character, you know what I'm saying? Sora from Kingdom Hearts. I'm excited. Can't wait.
If I can take this to a video game podcast real quick, I saw that Nickelodeon is trying to come up with one and they failed.
What I've been seeing is pretty fun looking. Just give me the avatar. That's all I needed. It's definitely janky. It's janky, but
it's gonna take some work. Characters like that to battle, so it's just gonna look very Sega-y.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Oh, and Chris, you definitely have to take all of your stuff off private if you want people to follow you, because they can't find you.
Oh, my private. What?
Yeah, especially on Twitter.
Right. Gotcha.
All right. And with me, you can find me at Late Bloomer Audi. That's the L, the number 8, Bloomer Audi. Or that is on all of the social medias. That is on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. I have videos on there. I'll eventually get around to make some new videos on that. But also, right now, I am the sole carrier of all of the Not So Wise Men social media, and we'll eventually get it to where everybody can do this, because I like live tweeting AEW. If Chris can live tweet Raw, that'd be awesome. So you'll know who will be on what days. But on Instagram,
I gotta get Raw.
I mean, you can get SmackDown.
All right, thank you. I'll
Yeah. You can take SmackDown. You can take NXT. You can take all of them. I'm just there on Wednesdays. Yeah. All right, but no. You can follow us on Not So Wise Men _TW on Instagram, and 3 Not So Wise Men TW on Twitter. Those are the proper handles. So if y'all want to get in touch with us, y'all want to follow us, you can do that. And you can go on to the Late Bloomers Present the 3 Not So Wise Men Talking Wrestling on YouTube. You can find us on Spotify.
Wherever you listen to your podcast.
Not wherever just yet, because we still having issues with Apple. But we are also on Pandora, so you can check us out there too. I don't know if a lot of people still got their free subscriptions, but if y'all do, just blow the dust off that app real quick and just take a gander at what we got. So
you're having issues with Apple, huh? You don't say.
Listen.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Hey, no. See, they are very like, we're on Google. Google will let just anybody in. All right, the Androids just let anybody in. They gotta know that we serious with the Apple. So yeah, they just don't have just anybody, because if they did, it'd be a bunch of nobodies that is talking about stuff that nobody want to hear.
So
yeah, but no, Apple is just taking time with the verification. So they got almost everything ready. There's just the last pieces of verification to make sure that we legit, to make sure that we straight.
We too legit.
Too legit to quit. Why am I coming across that?
Too legit to quit. Oh.
This is like the 4th time that I came across a Too Legit to Quit reference. And so, and this is in the last month. So I don't know what's going on, but I need to start listening to stuff because the universe is telling me something.
I mean, that could be our theme song. Too legit, hey, too legit to quit.
Yeah, that probably could, but I'm not sure if we would get copyrighted for that.
Oh, we would.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's why I have friends that do this.
Yeah.
Hey, want to help a brother out?
Hey, y'all want to get y'all music going here? Because I got people that got music too. So, but no, we are going to wrap up. We are the 3 Not So Wise Men talking wrestling. I want to thank y'all for listening. We already let y'all know where y'all can find us. Wait a minute. I think Chris was the only one that did his Cash App. Or did you do yours?
No,
okay, so I'm the only one slipping. You can catch me at $LB Audi to give into my, I need different types of medicine to help my remembering fun, if that's what you want to do.
My medicine makes me forget.
All right, but yeah, you can catch us there. But this is another episode of the Late Bloomers
Episode 5.
Episode 5. We is killing this right now.
5 time.
Oh yeah, I don't have my camera on. I was doing.
I wish I had some dreads.
Yeah.
Which is actually, if I could just do real quick, it's ironic that I did that when I was talking about Big E bringing back the 5. Count gimmick. Like, definitely go back on YouTube and look up the 5 count gimmick. You'll see why I need him to bring that back.
Okay, we'll definitely do that for the casual fans like myself. We're gonna check that out. But this has been another episode of the Late Bloomers Present the 3 Not So Wise Men Talking Wrestling. We want to let you know that if you haven't heard it today, that we love you. You're awesome. Just like CT Shirt saying that he's awesome, because of course he is.
But you guys are probably reading this backwards. But
no, it's working fine. It works fine. Yeah. So yeah, but you all are awesome. We're all here. We would love to talk to y'all. And we hope that you continue to do what you love, and that is watching wrestling. And we'll see you later.
See you next week.
Peace.
Whoa. If you're doing that.
Haven't you seen Rick and Morty? This is
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.